Fadges are the exact opposite of a finely aged wine. The older they become, the less fun it is to have them in and around you. Just don't put things in your mouth. That's what I'm trying to say. Welcome back to Frequently Asked Junk, that thing where I give you guys one opportunity to ask me a question and I answer them. A lot of you are on the ball this week, and for those of you who are off the ball, get back on the ball. What are you doing? And you know what? I do write my questions down on paper instead of screenshotting them. I have a lot of these notebooks left over from when I dropped out of college, and I gotta write something in them. I'm just not one of those tech-savvy YouTubers, you know? I'm not good at technology, and I'm certainly not good at college. So, that's 2 strikes on my record. 1 more and I'm out. Carter Gibson wants to know, how does it feel to be Canadian? Feels wonderful. Until somebody catches you doing something with maple. Not even like a sex thing, either. You could just be enjoying maple, then somebody sees it, and suddenly it's some kind of joke. I guess Americans get a real big laugh whenever a Canadian has something maple going on. I mean, I don't get excited when I see an American with a donut in their mouth. How many cats do you own, and why aren't they in videos more? Asked Nicole. I own 3 cats. And I'd like to think that this channel is more than just cats. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who gets a pet only to cram it down your throat. You know, I got 3 cats. They're real casual. Maybe they don't want to be in videos. I don't know. I don't know what cats want. Do you approve of using a baby soft spot as a cup holder? Asks Quamal Jackson. You gotta put your cup somewhere. I'm actually having a hard time finding the bad part about using a baby as a cup holder. I mean, it's almost like recycling, so you're reducing your carbon footprint. How does having a beard feel like? Asks Carlita Boone. Felt pretty good, actually. And now the bottom half of my face looks like when they neuter your dog and they just shave its crotch area. That's what it feels like touching. I don't like it. If you could get rid of one body part and replace it with a tool, what would you replace it with? Asks Julie Hurst. I can't begin to tell you the amount of times that I would have been able to get myself out of a sticky situation if only, instead of a hand, I had the jaws of life. Say there's a car accident and there's a really neat thing in the back I want to have. And I realized that having the jaws of life for a hand would open me up to being the guy who has to open all the jars and cans, but I just crush them. I just crush them up. Oh, did you think the guy who has the jaws of life for a hand would be a good guy? No, he's the guy who crushes your shit. Small Fry Spiker asks, how do I find sewing needles after they've been lost without getting them stuck in my body? Well, normally I would tell you to grab an infant and roll it on the ground and then just pick out, you know, the needles out of the bloody spots. But I don't think that a lot of people are down to just roll their babies on the ground till they find needles. And of course you could replace the infant with a ham, but if it doesn't bleed, you're gonna have a hard time finding the needles. Ugh. So, why not just invite a group of people over for a barefoot square dance? It'll be a real hoedown of malice. You'll get your needles back, but you'll lose some friends, so you have to weigh the options, I guess. How can I get rid of the clown in my closet, asks Ashes GB1. What you're gonna need is a clown hole. It's a trap for clowns. You just dig a deep pit with spikes at the bottom, and then line the pit with drunk young boys. Because if there's anything that a clown really, really likes, if there's one thing that's gonna attract a clown, it's young boys and liquor. And that is something science tells us. Oh no, alright, goodbye. How did you know you wanted to get into the medical field of butt stuff, asks Nerve Victoria 8. Well, it all started when I saw this documentary on Netflix. It was one about children who are born without bums. And, you know, I just felt so sad for these kids who had no idea where they could poop from. And all the turmoil and all the tragedy and turmoil. I just wanted to do something about it. I mean, I haven't done anything about it yet, but God willing, I maybe will eventually. Don't worry, kids without bums. I'm gonna put a crack in that ass soon enough. Jesus Christ! Maybe say something different for the video. So don't worry, kids without bums. I'm gonna fix that. This is, okay. So don't worry, people who don't have bums, help is on the way. Just, you know, just look on the bright side. Less wiping for right now. And as soon as I get over there, don't worry. You're gonna need to do a lot of wiping. wiping is gonna be a great big deal for you. Because you won't be wiping, because you don't have a bum, so there's nothing to wipe. And when I fix that, there will be plenty of wiping. Oh my god. Why does everything I say sound like a fucking sex book thing? Everything I'm saying right now sounds like an anal 50 Shades of Grey situation, and it's not what I'm trying to do. I just want kids to have bums. I just wanted to make a joke about kids who don't have bums, and I should not have done this. Look, and if kids don't have bums right now and you're watching this, don't feel bad about your no bum situation. I'm working on it! I just dug myself a great big asshole. Can you compare Canada to America from nothing but your own experiences? Well, I've never seen a homeless man in Canada take a piss, so if that does anything for you. I was in LA for 2 months and I saw 3 of them. I don't know if they're cutting them off down there or just sewing their urethra closed, but nobody goes to the bathroom. And of course, we don't just let whoever has the most Twitter followers be in charge. What do you do when you get an unrequested dick pic, asks Jessica Adome? Adome? Adami? I don't know. Well, this is really the dick pic conundrum. What do you do when you get an unrequested dick pic? Well, I forward it like it's an email in the 90s. I don't know about you, but I know everybody's gotta see it. And then after that, I make better life choices. You know, I really watch who I associate myself with. I'm on the no dick pic team, thank you very much. Team no dick pic, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Does this one help, asks Kevin Avram. No. You're the least helpful person in the fucking world. You piece of shit. How dare you come around here asking questions when I specifically asked for questions to be asked? You If JoJo became president, what would be the first thing she'd do for America, asks Princess Emily. I think she would abolish all bedroom doors, because I'm pretty sure she hates being on the wrong side of one. She has a little knock that she does, and if you don't answer the door after the first knock, she knocks like there's a bear outside. My best friend keeps hitting on me and offering me expensive gifts, and it's making things awkward. I don't want to change the friendship. What do I do, asks Dingle Dangle. Well, maybe show him this video. Hey, stop hitting on your friend. You're friends. Friends don't hit on each other. I mean, if your friend trusts you enough to be your friend and want to hang out with you, the least you could do is maybe don't hit on them. And Dingle Dangle, if it doesn't stop, I mean, expensive gifts are expensive gifts, and you could sell those on Kijiji, make a little bit of cash. Katie wants to know what my favorite anime is besides FMA, which is Full Metal Alchemist. I'm a big fan of Trigun. Check it out. Cassie wants to know what kind of snack do I like to eat when I go see a movie. When I go see a movie, my favorite snack is the cell phones of people who don't stop texting during a movie. You know that thing that you feel brush up against your foot while you're seeing a movie? That's me, snaking my way underneath the seats, going to eat the phone of the person who's texting in the front row. I'm kind of like a phantom in that way. Except I don't have a cool name. They just call me that dick who crawls underneath the seat and steals people's phones. And I mean, I'm actually eating these phones. They're not an easy thing to pass. So I'm hoping that people appreciate the effort I go through to keep the movie enjoyable. And you know what? With that being said, that is enough questions. So if you've got a question you want to ask me for the next Frequently Asked Junk, you could do it in the comment below or do it on my Facebook and Twitter. Just send me a message or whatever, I don't care, I'll check it out. I've also been doing a lot of gaming over on my second channel. I just uploaded the emo game, which is the weirdest game I've ever played in my entire life. You should go check that out. YouTube.com/MattG4Mayor. And if you didn't know that I shaved, maybe watch some more of my videos more often, I guess. See you guys on Tuesday. Oh, hello. May I have this dance? And I don't wanna wait for our lives to get older. Ma-da-ba-ba. You know, I'm not this smooth. In grade 8, I would have been glued up against the wall, terrified of girls.